What is up? Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to Film Villains. We are the villains.
Are we?
Today,
Guys, yeah.
I'm the villain today. I'm going to be the villain today. We're going to get into Heretic because I just saw it and we can finally all discuss it.
Welcome to the party, pal.
I know, dude. I know.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And then we're going to watch some trailers and talk some shit and see what we did this week. And thank you all for joining us. So how have you guys been?
Great, man. How the hell are you guys doing in Los Angeles? My understanding is that there's a federal invasion of Los Angeles right now. So
this weekend
horrifying.
I was down there, literally down there on the streets in downtown LA twice, both days, and I noticed absolutely nothing but I heard some sort of inkling like there's something happening, protests or something. I didn't know what they were about or anything because I was just busy all weekend. And then as I was driving, then I drove across the 101 and I saw that I think that there were cops and people must have been on the 101 freeway right in downtown.
Yeah, the 101 was completely shut down with protesters for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
And there's been stuff going on in Paramount. There's been stuff going on it's all these, they're dropping people in sections. There's tons of fucking ICE fucking things in Pasadena right now. They're staying at 3 hotels in your town right now. The whole parking lot of the CPK, like downtown, that is completely covered in ICE vehicles right now.
That's what they're doing.
I have been watching.
What is it? They're doing big raids or something.
Christian, if you're not aware of what's
going on any
of
social media, I have not been watching news.
All right, so this is
fun with
actually
people.
very important.
We're in a war zone, bro.
Yeah, Christian.
This is Rodney King 9/11 fucking cataclysmic shit going on in Los Angeles right now.
Yeah, bro. So Donald Trump has deployed 2,000 National Guard to LA County because people weren't too kind to ICE, because ICE, the Immigration Custom Enforcement, is coming and rounding up people at your local Home Depot. And deporting
getting parents at their kids' graduation, and getting people out of the hospital after
getting
having
immigrants
their children
that are going to their immigration hearings. So I can't express the amount of disgust and revulsion I have towards this administration's immigration policies. If you support deporting fucking Juan at the Home Depot that's just looking to fucking bring home some cash for his family, you can honestly go fuck yourself. And it's just that it's that simple, bro. I'm all about deport the criminals if that's what needs to be done. You're not going to get anything.
That is not the method.
That's not what's happening.
This is how they're literally purposely trying to incite riots. They're calling it riots in the mainstream media.
Yeah.
I'm part of the LA punk scene. Most of my friends are out there. It's peaceful. There's an energy, there's signs, there might be some graffiti, but like you see when it turns, like it is people peacefully protesting. The fucking SWAT riot gear shows up with the fucking bullet guns. Yeah. Those start getting shot, and then it starts escalating.
Yeah. Then you want to fuck shit up because
I saw an Australian reporter get shot in the face with a rubber bullet.
Just this little blonde, like not inciting anything, like eloquently speaking Australian to the Australian news.
Yeah,
but little fucking girls are being fucking. They're shooting people in the fucking face with these rubber bullets like that. Yeah. They're not less lethal anymore once they're above the neckline. Like that's literally illegal to shoot above the neckline. Yeah. It's terrifying. Like we are allowed to peacefully protest and they are not allowing peaceful protest.
Well, my favorite part is that Donald Trump is now declaring that if you wear a mask at a protest, that is now going to be against the law. I don't know how they're going to enforce that yet. These ICE fuck faces are running around snatching fucking students off of campuses, snatching fucking kids off the street, all wearing masks. I say dox all of them, dude. Dox we need to know who these fucking creeps are in our communities. Fuck them.
They're having it to where they don't have to wear their fucking name tags. Like you have to wear your fucking badge, but they're not. All of these people have no badges currently.
This is the Trump administration's fucking private army doing his fucking racist bidding, dude. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like fuck these people. I don't care, dude. Like I said, I'm all about it. If there's criminals, if there's people committing bad, violent crimes, sure, send them home. But if these are regular fucking people, bro, Like,
I know. Yeah.
they deported a fucking entire staff of a restaurant in my hometown, like, you know, a couple miles from here. They're deporting fucking waiters. They're deporting fucking busboys. They're deporting fucking regular people that came to America. They're deporting parents of American citizens. You know, it's just it's disgusting, bro. It really, it's hard to stay like positive when
they're deporting
half
American
the country
citizens.
is cheering this on, dude. Fuck y'all, man. Fuck
They're
y'all.
deporting American citizens. They're deporting people that are doing their part to become an American citizen.
Yeah,
like that's a lengthy, expensive process
they go
too.
To the fucking immigration hearings where people are going to court to work on getting their status, trying to do it the right way, and they're fucking deporting them. Guess why? Because they're motherfucking. Well, actually, I'm not even gonna say it.
Because they're inciting what they want. I mean, it shots fired. I mean, it literally sounds like what you would do if you wanted to declare the Insurrection Act and if you wanted martial law to pass. Like you are picking the town most likely to fight back with the reason they are most likely to fight back on.
Yeah.
Like, it's Los Angeles. That's Los Angeles. Like, we're in fucking Mexico. Like, our culture is Mexico here. Like, that is what it is.
Yeah, they don't let. They don't.
It's our neighbors and it's our friends and it's our fellows and it's the, you know, it's people we pass every single day and it's fucking heartbreaking. And I'm seeing people protesting, getting fucking hurt. I'm seeing people getting fucking shot at in their Instagram stories that are not being violent, and it's really unlike anything I have ever seen before.
And this is why
the social media is fucking working, because the ICE raids are getting fucked left and right because the shit is spreading like wildfire, and people are saying ICE agents Highland Park, ICE agents Chinatown, and the communities are stepping forward and they're fucking protesting and they're surrounding federal buildings, and they have to fucking turn around.
Unmask all of them. Everyone, dude.
I'm surprised I haven't, because I have not been on any social media. I have not read any news about anything in like 4 or 5 days, so I have no clue what's going on. So
these people should be ashamed of themselves.
You're like that guy that just like March 19th, 2020 is like, there's not a lot of cars on the road. That's interesting. Like, what's going on here? I was just busy for I took a long nap for 5 days.
But it's wild. I mean, seriously, I was on the streets of downtown LA on many blocks, walking many blocks on Broadway, Main, Hill, from between fucking 4th and 10th. I saw absolutely nothing. So it's just wild that it happened while I'm literally probably blocks away from what was happening. So
it's happening right now, bro.
If you could have seen behind buildings, there's smoke and fire in the fucking air.
Today, because I didn't see a goddamn thing yesterday until I just drove past the. I wasn't on LA Boulevard, but I was on Hill. Going through about to go through Chinatown, going across the 101, I saw a bunch of chaos down there. I'm like, okay, I guess that's what I started seeing something about, and I guess it's on the 101. So yeah, but this is why they don't allow in LA open carry like they do in other states, because if people open carried in LA, then they know that the people are going to protest the bullshit that they fucking throw at us. And throw at immigrants, and if people open carry during protests, but in open carry states, they don't protest like we do here, So
I support all the protesters. I support everybody standing up to these fucking creeps that are coming and snatching people out of their jobs, out of their houses. I support, dude, props to everyone in LA right now.
We're a small platform, but like, if you have a platform, like, spread awareness right now, and like, they're calling it riots and shit on like a national level, and people aren't seeing this shit, but like my people are front line at the protests, and their protests, and then fucking ICE shows up and stirs the fucking pot, but no one is fucking rioting. There's been like one law enforcement official injured in this whole entire weekend. That is not a fucking riot. Like, that is just fucking, I imagine that's probably the numbers regularly for law enforcement officials over a weekend. Versus there are hundreds and hundreds of protesters being fucking abused daily, and hundreds of people being deported fucking maniacally. And it's an abuse of power, and it's fucking tyranny, and it sucks. And this isn't a right-left issue. This is fucking like dictator fucking warfare, and it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I was at the protests, the in 2016 when Trump got inaugurated downtown. I was at BLM protests all across LA. And I saw firsthand like what they were and what some of the troublemakers were, and I got it, and I helped like clean up afterwards on Melrose when they had those riots, like Fairfax and Melrose and shit, which were, you know, maybe the fucking police cars were planted and they were fucking lit on fire by fake protesters, or maybe they weren't. But either way, like, you know, people were fucking tired of the police, tired of the state, tired of all of their family members getting thrown in jail and that kind of shit for bullshit fucking charges. And this is the same kind of shit, you know, like people need the right to fucking protest and not have it
but this feels like
called something else, you know.
It looks like what was happening in Oregon and Portland in 2020.
Oh,
they were just like leaving mountains of bricks. Like there were the pallets of bricks like left out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that. You know, like,
why is there a pallet of bricks right here? Yeah.
It's fucking so. I didn't watch a lot of horror movies because I'm living in one. I'm in like the fucking Purge Anarchy right now.
But you're I don't know. I mean, you're not down there, so you're not. I mean, LA is so big that I could literally be in downtown LA for 2 days while it's happening and not even notice a goddamn thing. So it's just.
But they're also in Pasadena, which you live in, and you don't notice it.
No, there's not a. I mean, what is that? There's protesting and riots or something in Pasadena?
There's hundreds of ICE vehicles and agents in Pasadena proper right at this exact moment. And they are carrying out what they're doing.
They should all be ashamed of themselves.
Trump has said, like, this whole month is going to just be full fucking force. So,
yeah,
you know, LA is all these little, you know, I mean, we're more like a TV dinner than a melting pot, to be honest. Like, it's all these different little areas that you go to. So, like Ack said, you know, downtown doesn't look like this even. Like, it's, you know, Compton's here, Gardenia's here, Main Street's here, like, fucking East LA is here. And they can do a lot here. And I mean, it's crazy. I'm seeing videos where people are having like a party in this backyard, and then you're turning and you're seeing the fucking smoke and fucking chaos over here. But it's just like, you know, joy and laughter. And this is what's happening on the other side of the street. And like, it's fucking wild. It is, you know, and the social media angle is the game changer versus, you know, 9/11, Rodney King, you know, I mean, that's why George Floyd was like a different level of thing because, you know, but you can film the police, so film the police.
Yes.
You heard it here.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate, man. It's terrible. I feel bad for all of the families that are getting ripped apart right now.
Yeah.
You know, half the country loves it, man. Half the country's like, fuck LA, man.
I bet it's not half. I bet it's, you know.
Oh, it is, bro.
There's not going to be every single person,
but
you know.
The amount of people in those halves do not.
I mean, but what it is that,
you know,
it's, you know, because I come from a small town and like I understand and a small filled with Mexicans, and I grew up loving Mexican culture, and they're part of me. So, you know, not everybody. I think it's just not everybody that voted for Trump. You know, they were hoping for something else, and maybe it wasn't just immigration. But
this is he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, well,
so,
you know,
I don't know. I don't buy that at this point. It's you. If you voted for it, you support it, like because it's out.
But also, they're being fed by Fox News that he's doing he's just getting the criminals, and LA is fucking attacking because they're, you know, like. That's not what the fuck is happening.
I mean, in this day and age, ignorance is a choice. Ignorance is a choice. If you don't know what's going on, it's because you're choosing to be ignorant. The information is out there. The internet is out there. And I'm not saying like Google Fox News or Google CNN. No, but you can look at a variety of sources and come up to a conclusion if you're capable of critical thinking, which a lot of people aren't. And so they'll just take whatever they say as truth, and then they'll repeat it and blah, blah, blah. It's, I don't know, man. My patience I didn't know, or I thought he was gonna do that. No, dude, it's all been right there. It's up to you if you want to look at the information or not. But like, I have no more patience for that bullshit.
I mean, I do want to say that, like, if you look at Trump's first term versus Biden's term, and even Obama, both Obama and Biden deported more people than Trump did.
Absolutely.
Which is why people probably, you know, even if they were accepting, you know, I'm just trying to play a little devil's advocate because I don't, you know, I just don't think that everyone's evil just because of what the government does, because the government is separate from the people, you know, and the government is going to do what it wants no matter what you try, what your hope is. You know, you might have a hope for something, and it might not just be immigration policy and finding better jobs and a better economy, because the government's in control. And so no matter what, if it's a Republican or Democrat, they're in control, and we're not in control, and it's their game. And
this
the
is
rich
a dictatorship,
people, you know, and
the
no matter what,
that he's
it's
using pledged an allegiance to the Constitution, but they are using their allegiance to Donald Trump and not to the Constitution. They are not following fucking what this is supposed to be, and that's what it is. Like, this is not a right-left issue. This is fucking tyranny, and it's...
There's also a difference in method as well, Christian, and there weren't, you know...
There was no National
2,000 National Guard.
And there was no National Guard when LA was just on fucking fire. LA was just on fire for a fucking week.
Well, the people that actually protest are mainly the people that are independent and Democrats, because they don't, you know, but Republicans are not necessarily people that protest. But, you know, like Kids in Cages was already started with Obama. I'm saying they're all evil. Democrats, Republicans, anybody in power that is controlling us and fucking us.
That's the wrong message right now at this exact moment in Los Angeles. This is not the right.
Yeah,
message.
I mean,
you don't need a devil's advocate. This is fucking.
No, I'm not devil's advocate. I'm saying they're both fucking evil. That's not devil's advocate. That's
This is like evil. You're comparing like Hitler to whoever was in charge of Germany before or after Hitler. We don't know their names.
I think they're all Hitler, dude. So that's what I'm saying. They don't. None of those fucking people.
Yeah, they all did Holocaust on a fucking thing of people.
They did. Yeah. I mean, you talk about war. Democrats are big warmongers. So Democrat, Republican, I don't give a fuck who they are. They mean nothing to me. They're all shit.
Okay. You need to turn on the news, and you need to open Instagram. You need to be informed of what's happening.
It's been a few days, but yes. I've been watching.
It started this weekend. It started on fucking Friday. ICE agents started fucking terrorizing our fucking city 3 days ago. Terrorizing.
Yeah, I will look that up.
Yeah. So now that we've solved all the world's problems, you guys
we can't
talk about some
Let's watch some fucking goddamn trailers.
Let's do some trailers. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. There we go. That crisp transition. That crisp transition.
Yeah.
So I found a handful of horror.
Thanks for bringing down the show, guys. Yeah.
No, I don't care, man. We got to speak out against this shit.
Yeah. No, I agree. So I don't know. So so Eye for an Eye. Did you watch this trailer? What do you got to say about this?
Okay, so I'll be real. I found 5 trailers, new trailers. I only watched one of them, which is the Alien Earth trailer. But I did peruse them. I skipped through, made sure they look good. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure they're the real thing.
Make sure they look legit, you know. But Eye for an Eye, I did watch a little bit of the trailer, and I thought it looked kind of spooky. So I thought we should watch it. Let's just watch it.
We will check it out. And it looks like it's made by Vertical. I made a few Vertical movies in my day.
Nice. Yeah, this doesn't have many views on this trailer, so we might be one of the first.
Okay, cool. All right, let's check it out.
Remember, you're dreaming. Remember, you're dreaming.
Well, I'm from Brooklyn. Both my parents died in a car accident. I live with my grandma now. What happened to her eyes?
Sandman is what happened to your grandma.
Sandman?
May was mean, callous, wanted everything her way. One night she woke up and there he was. He punishes those who do bad. There's a tree in the woods. You'll know it when you see it. Writing the names of the people that have done you wrong. Injustice will take its course.
Have you been having nightmares?
Yeah.
You can't escape if you're sleeping.
As he has done, it shall be done to him. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Remember, you're dreaming. Remember, you're dreaming.
Hello? My name was carved into that tree.
Remember, you're dreaming.
All right.
I don't know. I think it looks kind of cool, like a little bit of a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of vibe, you know?
Yeah. I think. Yeah, it looked fucking cool to me. I'd be down.
Alex says, meh.
Meh.
There was some cool in there. I'm curious, but it doesn't seem like something I'm going to run to the theater and be their opening night for. Does it look like something I'm going to watch on fucking Netflix later? Probably.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind watching that young lady through an hour and a half.
Babe,
Yeah,
definitely say that.
Guys, that actress is 14.
the girl with the
Just
mom?
kidding, just fucking
Get outta here.
Yeah, man, I thought that looked kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
do we know anything more about it? Do we know who made it or anything, or what's going on?
Let
No.
me look it up. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. I for an eye. Let's
I
see,
didn't
baby.
recognize the director's name, so, but I know Vertical.
Yeah, Colin Tilley is the director. Let's see what he has done. Oh, he's done some music videos. He's done a couple Bieber videos, a Lamar
Bieber?
a Kendrick Lamar video. It looks like
Really?
Megan Thee Stallion. Looks like he's a music video director that's taking a stab at a horror film. So that's kind of cool.
Which Kendrick Lamar song?
The greatest director of our time, Michael Bay, came from music videos. So you know,
all right,
it's gonna be great.
all right, we gonna be all right.
Oh, really? I know
Yeah.
that video. That video is incredible.
Yeah.
There's a shot of right at the beginning of that fucking video. It's like Kendrick. I'm pretty sure it's the same video. The Kendrick's in a car cruising with his friends, and they're like, he's rapping, "We gonna be all right," and they pan out, and it's fucking like 4 cops underneath the car. It doesn't have wheels, and they're carrying his car down the street. You got to see that video. It's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah!
If that's the same guy with those because that's a really creative video. A lot of fucking dark stuff in it. That is cool.
Hey, there you go, man.
So there is a new trailer here called Ill.
Yeah, it
Ill.
looks pretty ill if you ask me.
Does it? You be illin'.
I was in charge of the trailers this week, guys.
Yeah.
These are all Hunter specials.
Yeah. I was so busy, but I was trying to rewatch Heretic, so that's why I didn't.
Oh, we're gonna chat about Heretic.
Oh yeah, we're definitely.
I got thoughts.
More fucking shit. Team Clout. Oh, that's some digital shit. What is this? The AI shit? What is this?
What the fuck is this?
It's like a video game.
Maybe it's a video game. My bad, guys.
Looks like an AI thing. Oh, that looks pretty fucking cool, whatever it is.
It looks cool.
Ooh, shit.
Nice.
Playing Black Ops.
Okay.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Damn,
Okay.
dude. Oh,
So
so Unreal Engine. Okay, gotcha.
I was
Damn,
going to
dude.
apologize for slipping a video game trailer in the mix, but after that trailer, I don't apologize. That looked pretty
Yeah.
cool. I'm
I
not a
might have to
gamer
start
at
playing-
all.
Yeah, I might have to start.
That's
playing
how they
new-
get you, though.
new
Yeah.
video games.
Yeah, that looks like my kind of game, dude.
My drummer in the band White Coffin, he always wanted me to play like Call of Duty with him, and I was like, I don't fucking game, dude. I don't do that. And then he showed me the zombie version, and it was like, oh, okay. And then we did that for a couple months, and it was like, let's just try it against like people. And it was like, oh, there's kind of like the same thing. And then all of a sudden, fucking, yeah.
You're joining the military.
Then there it is. Exactly.
Yeah, you become a Navy SEAL.
I'm a Navy SEAL now, guys. Fuck yeah, I made it.
Hey, you could go to Wilshire and beat some protesters up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're calling out the Marines. That is definitely something that was
They're
never done by
calling the
any previous
Marines
administration.
to LA County, bro. The
Yeah,
Marines.
no, I mean, they've called the army out, you know, that's for sure. But it's, you know, and it's unfortunate because the people that want, like, go into wanting to defend the country and have like a great spirit about it are now being, you know, will be deployed possibly on our own people, and that's pure fucking bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
Pure bullshit.
All right,
Pure
anyways,
bullshit.
next trailer.
Like the
Next
We got another one. It is
What we got?
Dracula.
It is the news. Oh my god. Okay.
Luke Besson's Dracula.
Oh fuck, dude! No fucking way. Okay.
Why do I know that name?
He did The Fifth Element.
Oh shit.
Tell me your story.
My story.
I can't read the subtitles.
That's okay.
100 years ago,
It's like fucking Ghost, bro.
I asked a priest that God spare my wife. She did not. Tell your God
Something happened.
my life no longer belongs to him. Since then, I've lived on, waiting for her return.
My master.
He's been looking for his beloved for more than 400 years.
Hey, Christoph Waltz.
He comes to find his princess.
This man is the devil. Mina's in danger. Repent for your salvation.
She is my salvation.
But you are her damnation.
Dracula.
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 En français. En français.
Français.
Yeah. From the director of The Professional, Leon the Professional, and The Fifth Element. And La Femme Nikita.
Is definitely hip again.
Yeah. Dracula's back, man. I mean, I think it looks kind of cool. I would, looks like a more action-packed Nosferatu.
Yeah, and I'll yeah, exactly. And I'll compare everything to Bram Stoker's Dracula, Coppola's Dracula. But this one seems like it has way more of the backstory elements and very little of the London elements. It just kind of popped in toward the end. So maybe it's like almost the Dracula prequel to the book or something, but based in the story. And that looks interesting.
That could be, bro. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know. I saw Luke Besson. I was like, yeah, I'm going to throw that in the mix, bro. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
The next one I'm really excited about, though. Have you guys seen the trailer for Alien Earth yet?
No, I don't think so. Look, hold on. Let me fucking find this.
How old
shit
is it?
here.
It just came out.
No.
Alien Earth.
Bro. It looks real good.
Okay, hold on.
Looks
I may have the other day. Shit.
Oh,
Yeah. I think, or I know I saw somebody talking about it, but I didn't necessarily.
Sorry.
Okay.
I primed it up before you were ready, Christian.
Alien Earth. Tell us about Alien Earth and where it's from and where it's playing and all that.
It's a show on Hulu, is my understanding. That's coming out, I think, in like a couple months. I don't remember when it's coming out, but it's coming out soon.
Okay.
But this
August 12th.
August. Okay, yeah.
Comes out on FX and Hulu with Hulu on Disney Plus. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Let me share this one then.
I tell you what, I'm gonna get Disney Plus for the first time in my life when the show comes out.
Yeah,
And that's
they
letting me
just
in.
like offered me like $4.99 a month for the next 3 months. Disney and Hulu. It comes with ads, but I'm like, I might be tempted. Maybe I'll actually watch a movie for once in my life.
There you
All right,
go.
let's check this out. Oh shit! There's the Nostromo.
Yeah.
This is a
How's
show?
that girl?
Yeah.
She's ready.
Dope.
You're gonna be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic.
Because I'm special.
That's right. You're very, very special.
We have a downed spacecraft.
I want what's on that ship.
We can do it. We're fast. We're strong. We don't break.
It's like a zoo, but the animals got out.
Excellent.
This
Mario's banger.
ship collected 5 different life forms from the darkest corners of the universe. Monsters.
Guys, I'm scared.
I mean,
God.
I think that's the emotion they're trying to elicit.
I'm scared.
Invasive species.
Pickled punks. Go.
Predatory.
If we don't lock them down, it will be too late.
so scared right now. I'm so
All
fucking
right.
scared right now.
All right.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
so what do you
awesome.
think? As an big Alien fan, what do you think?
I wish that they would make an Alien movie like that every year. I can't wait for this, dude. I'm not a big TV guy. I don't watch many shows.
Yeah.
But that show looks fucking banger. And the reason it looks banger is because it looks like it's a show with a bunch of people fighting a bunch of aliens, which is the recipe for a good alien movie.
Or maybe that's all they showed you was just the highlights, and the rest of it is just people talking.
You know, and they probably, yeah, it's a TV show though, you know, so that it's going to be a smaller in scale, but that looked very theatrical and like, hey man, if they give me 1 or 2 good alien scenes in each episode, I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it. And it looks like they threw some money at that show too, so I imagine that it's a
Design
no
looked
holds
good.
barred kind of thing. Yeah, the design.
I heard some people complaining. So I watched a video of some guys complaining that it seemed like a prequel, and it's like changing the whole fucking the idea of the entire rest of the show.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
They can undo Covenant and Morpheus or Prometheus, whatever it was. They can undo those, man. That's fine. Those are the 2 weakest entries of the whole fucking genre in my opinion.
Yeah.
We should do an Alien Leprechaun scale ranking at some point.
Yeah, dude. How many goddamn alien movies are there?
I know,
With
dude.
the Predator movies and
Yeah, that'd be fun.
and the fucking new Ridley Scott ones.
Let me tell you this: when I once did Alien marathon Alien Predator marathon where we watched every Alien Predator movie in one sitting, and it was pretty wild. That was pre-Prometheus, though. But yeah, fun times. It is possible. There's a bunch.
And what I think I gave up because I saw Alien versus Predator. I'm like, holy fuck, this is garbage.
Yeah.
Why am I watching this? Was it fucking Paul P.S. Anderson or what the fuck his name is?
I don't know who directed it.
The guy who did Resident Evil.
The studio wrecked that one because Aliens vs Predator was PG-13, which to me is just like, what are you doing? Yeah, and then after that was Alien vs Predator Requiem, which was a really terrible script, but it was a hard R-rated Alien vs. Predator movie with multiple aliens. So like that part, I'm like, that's cool. It doesn't take much to satisfy me. Then they did the Prometheus and the Covenant, which in both of those movies, I think there was maybe one alien, which is just like, get out of here. And then Alien Romulus, Mr. Jimmy Ma, was fantastic. It was so scary. It was so creepy and unsettling. I've watched it twice. I would say it's up there. You know, it is as for a horror movie, it's fantastic. It is one of the scariest aliens movies ever. But Fede Alvarez, who did Evil Dead, directed it, and I think they announced a sequel as well. Another Alien Romulus. But some of the scenes in that, just the visuals that you see, like there's one chest burster visual that is so insect-like. And if you've ever seen, an insect maggot kind of thing coming out of something, which I'm sure you've seen on YouTube at some point.
I've seen a few vaginas where it happens.
Yeah. but that shot in Alien Romulus is like, you'll know it when you see it. It's just so unsettling. It's like, creepy, bro. Yeah, love aliens.
By the way, I'm drinking a Carnival of Rums.
Pretty devil head.
Yeah, I have Tiki Devil Head cups. But my drink from last week that I remember I showed the menu last week.
The menu was called dope.
Carnival of Rums is what I have here, which is a lot of rum. I made it a double, so see if I can make it through the end of the show. So I think it is time to get into Heretic.
Let's do it.
Starring Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher. Oh, I fucking forgot to write down the other chick's name. And the blonde girl who's really awesome as well, playing an innocent girl.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So I have finally just watched it. I had a friend over and
Chloe East, by the way. Sorry.
Okay, there we go. Yes, thank you.
Good.
I had a friend over. We watched it with my housemate, Eric. And for many, many months, people have been telling me, you need to see Heretic. You need to see Heretic. It is. And I'm like, okay, it's about like religious girls going up to some dude's fucking place and the dude's fucked up. And I didn't want to, I never watched a trailer or anything. And I just inherently knew everyone wants me to watch it because I'm possibly very similar to the dude. And I'm like, okay. If he is a fucking full-on like evil atheist, I'm probably going to love this fucking movie. And so I fucking love this movie. It's fucking amazing. I thought it was a masterpiece of cinema, of like ridiculousness and awesomeness and challenging ideas, where you have a hyper intelligent a villain who is playing cat and mouse with innocent people. I think he is. I think he is, because of the way he's. I mean, he's not okay. Maybe not hyper intelligent, but he's way more intelligent than almost any normal.
He's well learned on the subject matter of various.
I mean, he's hyper intelligent.
Theologian for sure.
I was just being a dick. I'm sorry.
But he is. He's
Come on, dude. He had his 3D scale model that he had, like, so that you could see that both doors both led to the exact same.
That helped. Helped the story. Well, he was very well read in the subject matter that he is challenging these girls on, and that is the interesting part about it. Is what I also enjoy about discussing religion with people, is like challenge the people that but I don't need to challenge people. If those are your beliefs, and those are your beliefs, but if you're trying to challenge me, then we'll have a discussion, because but okay. So Hunter and Alex, what do you guys think of this movie?
I mean, I remember Hunter talking about this, and he was like, I watched it last night, and then my girl was like, the next night was like, we should watch that again. And when Hunter watched it 2 days in a row, I was like, maybe I should see this. I thought it was a banger. It was fucking awesome on my end. I love Sophie Thatcher. I'm a sucker for Hugh Grant ever since 9 months, obviously.
Yes.
No, it was creepy. It was cool. You're definitely like yelling at the screen, like get the fuck out, you know, like it instilled that inner horror movie yell at the screen thing from me. And that means it did its job for sure. And yeah, it was cool to attack it from the way that they did with intelligence and, you know, layers.
Well, yeah,
and empathy for the.
I was like, girls, there's two of you. There's one of him. Fucking smash that fucking blueberry fucking candle over his fucking head, motherfuckers. Like, let's do this shit. Like, run, question mark? Like, yes, run, question mark.
But, you know, you have two characters that have never really seen or tried violence on anyone, you know, so they are, and they're still trying to be good people. And so you're there, you know, you can understand why they wouldn't like really know how to do it. They wouldn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Even though they're thinking how, like a primal instinct of like protecting yourself to, you know, against this evil entity. They don't know how.
So, okay. So like Alex said, I watched this movie twice in a row.
Yeah.
2 days in a row when I first saw it. And the longer it simmered with me, the less I liked it as a whole. Now, with that said, there's a lot of really, really great aspects to the movie.
Yeah.
Like the performances by the three leads are off the charts. And I thought that the two Mormon girls aced those traditional Mormon characteristics perfectly. And like those people are like, yeah, you know, I've known many Mormons in my life, and I just thought these girls did a great job.
Yeah.
Sure. And obviously Hugh Grant was brilliant. Now, with that said, I do think that the premise of the movie was better than the execution. And I think that the script falls apart hard and fast in the third act. And the reason is because there's, you know, I mean, this movie's been out for a minute, but it goes from a really interesting theological horror film that has you thinking, that has you questioning your own beliefs, that has, you know, but then it just turns into a guy keeps tortured women in his basement movie. And usually I love guy keeps.
Well, that's why I connected with it, you know.
I love those kind of movies, but they had me so hook, line, and sinker with this broader, bigger idea of the theology.
Yeah.
In particular, when he says, "Hey, I'm going to make you witness a miracle right now," I'm hooked, you know. And but then the miracle is he's just a creepy guy that has women locked up in his basement. And I think that's the part I was like, it had me so good up to that.
But I think you're missing the point of it, because the miracle was not, the miracle wasn't real because I'm an atheist. So let me just preface this conversation with that. The miracle is not real because the God is not real. The beliefs are not real. Miracles are not real. So it's a metaphor. He was showing them a metaphor. And then in the end, he's like, the one true religion, and what they say is the one, she has to say it, the one true religion is control, I think, or he says it. And then she tries to help the people in the cages, and he's like, no, they don't want your help. They drank the Kool-Aid, per se, you know. And so he is trying he has been trying to spread his word of like, the religions are human manufactured. They don't have any basis in reality. They're just the realism is only in the text that humans make up. And so the people that you think might need help to escape this trapping are not, they've already drank the Kool-Aid. It's already too late. There's no way of getting at it. And so if you grew up in this situation and your parents taught you these things and the humans around you taught you these things, and you know, I mean, let's just get it out there that like Mormonism is just probably about one step lower than Scientology in the way that you're segregated and the way that they separate you from fucking reality and separate you from other people, and you're not allowed to even look into. I mean, again, these characters are not really allowed to look into anything beyond what the Christian, what their church says, So, and I've watched a lot of Mormon documentaries and shit.
I was going to say, I think that might be a
below
little
Scientology
hard.
and cult. Okay, maybe a couple of cults, but
I think it's a step or two.
If you've watched,
I concur.
My uncle was Jehovah's Witness, bro. So it's definitely 3 steps above that. More,
no, I'm saying it's below. It's not as bad. It's a step below, as in not as bad as Scientology.
I took that as
sorry. I mean, what you think I'm trying to heighten? Yeah, I'm not trying to heighten.
It definitely sounded like that.
Scientology is like
whether it's what you were saying, what you said sounded that way. Correct.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't want to sound like I'm bashing the Mormon religion.
I am. I'm okay with that because they're fucking full of shit.
Listen, no.
I spent 2 months in Utah. I can tell you. But
I have lots of Mormon friends. They are wonderful people, and and they are genuinely.
But they're still
like
secular Mormons. They're not, because they probably wouldn't.
There's a spectrum. There's a spectrum, bro. Because
there's
extremist Christians are just as terrible as extremist Mormons. And
no.
Everything
I don't think so. Like
I don't know, bro.
Have you ever watched any documentaries, even all the Netflix documentaries on Mormons? It's just fucking hardcore, dude. They are pure.
That's extreme.
Wild.
There's a lot of Mormon people that don't go, that live their life to that extreme.
No, of course, but basically the basis of the religion is to do that. And I'm not talking about polygamy or any of that bullshit. I'm just saying the segregation of church. I mean, but almost all religions do this, from Muslims
that's my point.
Jewish people. They all fucking have this a lot more of an extreme segregation in certain sects, But
But that also, Christian, brings me to my second beef with this movie, is that the movie's message of there is no God is beaten over your face. And to me, okay, I get it. That's the message. That's the point of the script. I understand that. But to me, it would have been a lot more interesting if they had left that more ambiguous. And that goes back to the other thing where it's like, yes, like it's just tortured women in a basement kind of thing. Like, it would have been more interesting had it not been that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get it. Like, I get that wasn't it. The third act just tells you exactly what this movie is. And I just thought it could have been more interesting. Now, but it might have just not been the ending I wanted,
But in the end, they still triumph. Good over evil still triumphs.
That's true.
And it obviously it's an extreme atheist pounding his ideas into someone with force and with and
that's how I feel like a lot of modern Christians view atheism, that people that are atheists pound it in your face with a force. And it's
I mean, but it goes both ways. But atheists are way less fucking prominent, even though atheism is like very strongly growing across the world and even more countries than we are. But
more countries than film villains? Atheism's bigger than film villains?
Yeah,
no.
Here in the United States, the other countries. But either way, like atheism is growing. It is going to continue to grow as people become educated on the fact that you might need actual proof about something and not have to believe in something in order to fucking follow something. And that's the kind of thing that I live by, is that if I need to be able to see it or have some sort of fucking proof. And if you don't give me proof, then I'm not going to sit here and believe a bunch of fucking people that were doing drugs in fucking deserts 2,000-3,000 years ago and trying to tell me that shit is what I need to believe it.
No, totally.
I've done a lot of drugs in the desert too, and I'll fucking
in the desert.
Yes.
Now.
I've done a lot of drugs in the desert, and I've seen a lot of things, so I don't need anybody fucking telling me anything. But
you can learn a lot about the universe doing those drugs in the desert.
Yes, you can. And
call it the universe, call it God, but you can definitely learn a lot on drugs in the desert.
Yeah, and Jimmy brought up a great point that both actresses are both ex-Mormon too. So
which I didn't know,
awesome.
and that's
Yeah,
super
I just read
interesting.
that too.
Yeah,
And-
that's interesting.
And to give a shout out, because I haven't seen Companion yet, but Sophie Thatcher is so wonderful and so strong and so amazing in this movie. And the other gal, say her name again.
Oh man, it is Chloe East.
Chloe East. What a find she is. She had just this wonderful, unique, innocent quality but that just a little bit of exploration. And they establish it right away on the park bench when they're having this little innocent conversation of like trying to test each other's knowledge about like condoms and pornography. And
Christian, you can say it, bro.
No, I don't know if someday we'll get monetized and we want to keep. I don't even know.
We've been saying a lot of wild shit tonight, man. So it's
the sexy stuff. So yeah.
This
Trump's
episode's getting blacklisted anyway.
Oh yeah. In our past, audience members, we've tried to advertise a video like last year before the election. And they would not allow us to advertise a video because we said the word Trump, and not even Donald Trump. We said the word Trump, and so it took months in order for us to be able to even just advertise the video that we wanted to show a lot more people. So
clearly it won't be this one.
No.
Yeah. Well, this one is fucking going to hell for sure. But I really love the opening of the whole opening scene in the living room, the little slow build with the cat and mouse situation where he's coming off as this gentle, nice guy with a wife and the blueberry pie. And that wonderful shot where she turns the candle around because he had left the room and it says blueberry pie scented candle. She's like, oh, fuck, just wonderful fucking suspense going on.
We're all in at it at the same time at that.
Yeah.
All suspicions confirmed. Them, us, all around.
And just kind of a side note, like the way that I write too, because when I do write religious characters, and me being an atheist and not fucking liking any religion or anything involved in me at all, but I respect it, but I don't respect anything. I hardly respect anything. So I really enjoyed the fact that these are strong characters. They're strong-willed in their belief, and that's what makes their characters very, very believable and strong to me. And I really love that because you need that give and take. And that's in the end they win, of course, and that's good because the people that might be against the villain and might be against those ideas can see the right people for them to win. But people like me, I can see that he kind of won too, that he showed another side. He kind of created his perspective in a super extreme, awful way, and it's perfect for a horror movie. It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah. I'd give it 2 thumbs up for sure.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, my beef,
Yeah, and and then the
Monopoly. I mean
the
tone. Yeah, I mean if you're waiting, you're kind of if you're hoping for something more supernatural or whatever, like by
it's
that.
Just they had primed that up though, and that was
sure.
the cool.
Like I definitely understand that dip that happens there. Like it is a deranged lunatic. Where this whole time we're kind of wondering. Is there some extra spooky juju going on?
Is he going to prove his religion?
I remember thinking some of that. For sure.
Yeah.
There's no religion if he's an atheist, obviously.
Yeah.
A disbelief is not.
Atheists can have spooky juju, bro. You got spooky juju.
Yeah, no, but I mean, in disbelieving, it was perfect in that respect because there didn't need to be anything supernatural. Because everything that he was presenting that could be supernatural was proven to be false because the core of the villain is that he doesn't believe in anything because it's all bullshit.
But it's also, whatever lens you're looking at this through, like just the symbol of like believe, don't believe, we're ending up it's going to end exactly the same. Like, you know, like that's what's so cool about that corridor. Like we get to live our whole lives, try things, view things. I take a little bit of something I like from this person and they're part of this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can certainly get your own. I don't subscribe to any religion, but I do subscribe spiritually. And it is little pieces I've taken that create what I believe, you know?
Yeah.
But whatever the fuck that is, it's going to end up at the same fucking place at the end. So it doesn't matter what door you're choosing.
Well, as in like, well, maybe not in the end. After the end is what the question is. I believe in no end after the end. And, you know, religious people
energy can't be destroyed. So we don't know, you know?
Yeah, but
energy is going to do something.
Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like. I still don't know how the fuck my record makes music come out of it. I've heard it described 1,000 fucking times.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, man.
And I know I think it's going to play. Sometimes I have to jiggle some wires and shit, but you know, like,
so, you know,
shit be weird out there. But, probably what we learned, Scientology is the answer. I think that's what we all agree on.
Scientology is definitely
man.
That's who knew?
Yeah, let's just say we'll say that so they don't come after us after scraping the internet to find us, and they're gonna find out where
Peace
we live.
Zulu.
We love
Zulu. Yeah, whatever.
I'm feeling stressed out. You guys need a stress test? I think we need a stress test.
I think I need to give the Scientology $10,000.
So okay, so what did you guys think of like the Monopoly as the Monopoly as a metaphor for Bibles and shit, on top of the Hollies, Radiohead, Creep, Lana Del Rey, and the kind of the interpolation or like the inspiration of different music over time of becoming different music, and then they sue each other because they're like, oh, your music is the same as mine. You know, that whole fucking large section in the middle of the movie where he's like, okay, Monopoly, it you know this game, and then here's the Holy Bible. And then but before that or after that, there was the Book of Mormon, and then before that there was another book, a Monopoly game, and it was called this, and then here's the Holy Bible. You know, it was such great. I thought that was brilliant fucking storytelling and so much fun. Obviously, this movie's stupid and ridiculous, but it's filled with like ideas to make you think. You know?
Yeah, no, that's true.
And you know, because the lead character is stupid and ridiculous, that's why it's you know, that's why, because he's being an asshole, he's being a fucking piece of shit to these young girls who are super innocent and just trying to fucking do their thing. And I don't know, but I still like the darkness behind it. You know, that like twinge of darkness in me is, I think, and I would say, you know, like from like Alex from Clockwork Orange, or the guy from the movie Naked, Mike Lee's Naked. I have all these movies that, or you know, Freddy Krueger, with the characters with like a lot of darkness who also want to just fuck with other people. I really enjoy that kind of stuff, and when it's somebody really intelligent, maybe Freddy's not so intelligent, but I really enjoy like a mastermind who's in control of the chessboard. But then again, like the girls also were like, yeah, are we playing checkers or are we playing chess? And they were
playing Monopoly.
We're playing Monopoly. Yeah, but but the girls were the girls, like especially Sophie Thatcher's character, Sister Barnes. She was like really on top of it, like really fucking challenging him. And dude, I mean, that's like the best part. Like, you don't want somebody that's completely bowing down to the belief that you have. You want someone to challenge you. And he sat down and he was like, oh, okay. Oh, you're challenging me. This is great. I have a challenge. This is wonderful. And he accepted the challenge. So, yeah, fucking, it was wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, dude.
I ate it up.
Sophie Thatcher, sky is the limit with her career, bro.
Dude, she's she's an Oscar within 3 years. I'm sure she's gonna get. She's like fucking amazing. Holy shit!
And and it just, you know, amazing comedic actors can be so good at being fucking sinister. Like,
I can't
who knew
wait.
Hugh Grant was
Yeah.
going to go that fucking hard, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking hard. That's a dude from 9 Months. Are you joking? What the fuck, dude?
Bro, I cannot fucking
Notting
wait.
Hill? What?
No, yeah.
Dude, when Will Ferrell does a horror movie, like a legit horror movie, that is the day I'm waiting for.
Could fucking bring it, dude.
No, comedians are creepy, bro.
And if not, we'll just get the
Well,
drummer
but
from
Hugh
the Red Hot
Grant's
Chili
not a
Peppers.
comedian. He was a romantic
A
comedy
comedic actor,
True,
though.
yeah.
Right? You know,
Yeah.
that's what he comes from. But, you know.
Yeah.
He also, in the day, had some controversy, which is also fun.
He did. Yeah, 1994.
Yeah,
He was just trying to show her the Bible.
Yes.
Just showing some nice, sweet lady the Bible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally, bro.
When Jay Leno took over the Tonight Show in 1992, it took him a few years to like really go back because Johnny Carson was number one, and then David Letterman became number one. But the day that Hugh Grant came on the show after picking up a hooker and came out on the Tonight Show stage in 1994, sat down with Jay, and Jay says, the first thing Jay says is, "So, what were you thinking?" That was the day that Jay Leno became number one in the ratings and beat David Letterman for fucking 10 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah.
We know what he was thinking.
Yes, we do know what he was thinking.
Exactly what he was
And so, if anybody doesn't know, I think he picked up a
lady of the night.
A lady of the night somewhere, you know, Hunter.
No, it was, I believe, and don't quote me on this, but I believe he picked up a prostitute in the night. I think it was in a major city too. It was like New York and or something like
I
that.
thought it was out here.
Yeah, I think,
Or maybe it was LA.
LA.
It might have been LA. My bad. Big city. But I think they were
got pulled over.
canoodling in his car.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He didn't get very far. But yeah, man, and
good on him.
But that was like at the peak of his career, you know. So it begs to question, like,
Yeah,
you
Four
could have
Weddings
pretty
and a
much
Funeral
any
had
woman
just
you
come out.
want.
Oh,
You could go
yeah.
to any bar in LA and pick up any girl you want. You're Hugh fucking
But that's
Grant.
not what it's about,
that's
bro.
not
You're not
what it's
paying for the
about.
sex.
Yeah.
You're paying to leave, bro. That's what's going on.
Yeah, you're paying to walk away, but apparently, you had to walk
It
somewhere
was the
else.
'90s, bro.
Fail.
He didn't have any hookup apps, you know. But
That's true.
We had a president at that time that went right outside of his office and looked for the closest possible female and was like, "You, I'm sure this is going to turn out fine."
Yeah,
Only in certain states, Jimmy Ma. Only in certain states.
Yeah.
You hit Nevada outside the city limits, you're going to have a fine time.
Yeah.
Bunny Ranch, right?
Oh yeah.
But,
I worked at the Bunny Ranch for many years. Yeah.
What? Were you the mopper? What was your job?
I was no, I'm just kidding. I did not work at the Bunny Ranch.
Give me a job.
Give me a job.
So you have a would you rather for us, Hunter?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot, bro.
Yeah, on the spot, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Get on the spot.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well,
I feel like I've asked you guys all my really good ones already. You put me on the spot, bro.
I'm putting you
Give
on
us
the
a really
spot, dude.
lame one then.
Okay. All right. Would you rather? Okay, I got one brewing. I got one half of it. All right. And let me think of the other half. Okay. All right. I got it. Would you rather make out with your dad for 3 minutes? Just tongue. Just tongue.
Long time.
Just tongue.
3 minutes of
what other
passionate
kind of making out?
Just 3 minutes.
No
of
heavy
passionate-
petting.
No heavy petting. Nothing below the
No
belt.
diddling.
Just 3 minutes on a couch with your dad. Just heavy making out, like 7th grade making out, or put your wiener in a dog, but it only has to be for like 1 second. But you got to get it all the way in.
In a dog all the way. This is turning into a Black Mirror episode, isn't it?
Well, that's when you're going to have to perform it on national television.
And Alex is too afraid to answer this question, isn't he?
I mean, you know, I'm an animal lover,